Yeah, hi, Greg, Aussie in Thailand here, still in Australia, hoping to be in Thailand in maybe 4 to 6 weeks time. Today's video, I'm running away. Okay, and I am running away, and the reason I'm running away is to change my life. Recently, I put a video down that said that I had enough, and I thought I'd had a heart attack and all that stuff. Well, that's all true, but there was a lot of stuff that I didn't tell you, and the stuff that I didn't tell you was that I was overcome by massive anxiety and depression, and still am, and it's really affecting me bad. Haven't been able to work since this has happened. It's to a point where I can't concentrate, I can't think straight, I can't do things that I'd normally do. I get really upset and really anxious about things. And it's very frustrating not to be able to do things that you normally can do, and it's become a big part of my life lately. I've spent a lot of time speaking to psychologists and doctors, and I've spoken to a shrink, and I'm going to be speaking to more as we go. But that's why I've made the call to leave Australia and go overseas, because I just don't think I can be happy here anymore. It just doesn't offer. My life here isn't. I just can't see a way out if I stay here. So I need to really change up my life and do something totally different, and that's what I'm doing. But getting back to the anxiety and the depression, look, I didn't even think it was a thing, anything like this, not so long ago, but until it hit me. And when it hit me, the first couple of weeks was bad, but then it got worse. Now I've been medicated, and doctors have tried different, drugs and stuff on me, and I'm not getting any better. I have my moments sometimes, but I'm pretty much a mess. Very emotional, and like I said, I can't do anything. I can't concentrate. I can't set my mind to things. I can't even watch TV. I look at TV for 15 minutes, and 10 minutes in I'm just zoned out looking at the screen and not knowing what's going on, and my whole life's like that. I wander around the house going to do stuff and forget what I'm doing half the time, and it's just really frustrating, annoying, and I'm usually a pretty capable person. I'm usually very logical, and for me not to be able to do things, it really upsets me, and puts me in sort of all kinds of states where, like I said, I'm very emotional. Now, suicide, men's suicide is a huge problem because of depression and anxiety, and the problem with men, and myself included, is we tend to not talk and don't tell anybody our problems. Whereas this time around, I decided, well, I don't want to kill myself. Even though I think about it, I think I'm just a waste of space in the capacity that I'm in. I'm just good for nothing, useless. How did I get like this? What am I good for? Where am I going? What can I do? And the answer to pretty much everything is nothing, nowhere. I'm hopeless. And that's how I feel. But I'm going to have a crack at beating this thing, and that's why I'm going to Thailand. Going to start up a whole new life, doing something totally different. I can't afford to retire. I haven't got that much money. But I'm pretty sure that I can give this a real good shake and make this thing work, and that's what I'm going to try. And by me doing this, if I can inspire, other blokes to sort of see that, don't give up completely. There are, alternatives, and then they're not for everybody to move to Thailand and stuff like what I'm doing, but there are alternatives and things that they can do, and there are treatments that they can do. Now, for me, I'm not going to deny it, I was thinking about suicide and all that kind of stuff, and it's not a good way to feel. It's no way to live. And to think stuff like that on a daily basis, and I still think about it now, but I made a commitment to myself and to a few people and to my doctor as well that I'm not going to do that, because it's just not a way out, and it's not a way that I want to be remembered. So I've decided I want to go out with a bang and try and enjoy the rest of my life. So that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. But having said that, it just feels like there's just absolutely no end to this. The grief that you feel, it's just horrible. Like there's sickness in your stomach and the feeling of feeling useless, and I'm getting emotional now just thinking about it. And this is how it affects me. This is why at the moment I can't work, I can't do anything. I'm just trying to get myself back to, not falling apart. And it's really real. It's a horrible, horrible thing. And there are people that can help, and I tell you now that without the help of some psychologists and my doctor especially, look, I don't know if I'd still be around. And but with the help of them and my doctor, I'm still here. I'm still battling. I'm not great, but I've got a bit of a plan. Or, it's a bit of a plan. So, just to up and leave and have a crack at something totally new. And I think just this in itself will, I think this will help me beat it. I don't think, I'm just going to snap out of it tomorrow. I think it's going to take a long time, because just to feel like this is just incredible. Like just I can't even describe it. And for various people, it's just different. And I've got a couple of mates that have actually opened up to me and that are feeling similar sorts of ways and anxieties, and they're not the same as me. Everybody's different, but they're competent too. And I was really surprised by that. I was really, really surprised. Like, I don't sweat tomorrow. I don't worry about tomorrow. I'm just a mess today. I think the thing that hurts me and bothers me the most is my inability to be able to do things that I can normally do. The struggles that, it's just so hard to do stuff. When I go and do stuff, I'll get 3/4 way through it and stuff it up, and then, I'll spend all day doing it. So that for me just absolutely rips me to pieces, and that's how I feel with pretty much most things. I have the odd good day where I don't feel so cloudy in the head, and I seem to be able to go okay, but the emotions and all that are always there, and it's just, like I said, it's just no way to live. But like I said, I'm not going to die from this. This thing's not going to kill me either. So that's why I'm doing what I'm doing, and I think I'm not running away to save the world. I'm running away to save me. But while I'm over there, Thailand's always been good to me, and I've always sort of had a lot of fun in Thailand. And I'm not talking about like the bad rap that Thailand's got, because Thailand's also got a beautiful side. It's got some of the nicest people you'd ever meet, and they'd do anything for you. And I've seen that side of things. As a lot of you know, I had a Thai girlfriend for a couple of years, and she was fantastic. And that side of Thailand is a side of that place that I love, and that's why I've decided to sort of go over there. Now, Thailand's done it really, really hard with the pandemic. The government has pretty much shut the place down, and it relies on tourism. It's just starting to open up now in bits and pieces, and there's so many people that they've got no food, they've got nowhere to live, they're living under wherever they can find shelter, and it's not a good thing. So with my YouTube channel and my webpage and my travels, I plan on traveling around, hopefully sort of trying to get a bit of support. Like I said, I'm not trying to save the world, I'm trying to save me, but in doing so, if I can help out some of these people and raise a little bit of money and put it towards, like, either disperse it myself or give it to charities that just look after this kind of thing and help out a little bit and do the odd video here and there and contribute and help out to to give out food and stuff every now and then, well, I'd like to help, if I could. So I'd like to do that. So I will start a GoFundMe page regarding that, and I'm not asking anybody to fork out thousands of dollars or anything like that, because that's just ridiculous. But you know, $5, you know, for the price of a cup of coffee goes a long way in Thailand, and you know, you can feed a family, you know, like a lunch or a dinner or something for $5. You know, that can, you know, feed and go a long way in Thailand, and that's a good thing. So anyway, so I've got some different things happening. My web page is up and running, and it's partly functional, but it'll be growing. It'll have some additional features and stuff, and yeah, you'll be able to follow my journeys, and it'll be updated at least once a week, and new things put on it. Plus I'll have my YouTube channel, which is, I'll be making videos most days of, you know, what I'm doing, what it's like to live in Thailand, how I'm surviving. You know, I'm starting up in a couple of new ventures, and doing some new stuff, so I might report on them and how they're going. I'll do some comparisons of what it's like Australia versus Thailand to live, cost-wise and things like that, so you can, you know, get an idea. I'll also go and check out some accommodation and hotels and stuff like that, and see if we can get some deals going. As you probably all know, I'm a mad bike rider, and I've just sold my bike because it's, you know, I can't take it with me in Thailand because it's so hot. You know, I'll be riding a scooter like everybody else, and the thing with scooters is a lot of people don't realise they ride big bikes and that over there, but big bikes put out a lot of heat, and you'd have to be crazy to ride one over there because you get barbecued legs and stuff. So I'll be riding a scooter and probably buying a van and travelling around, and just, you know, checking out the place. Yeah, and that's about it for now. But yeah, look, if you are, you know, anybody struggling with depression or anxiety, go and see your doctor. Don't struggle it alone. It's just not worth it. It's really not worth it. You know, like, there is help out there, and it's just not a thing to deal with on your own. Sometimes, just, here I go. Okay, sometimes you just need a little bit of help from your friends, and look, like me, I'm embarrassed. I'm ashamed. Yeah, anyway, like I was saying, yeah, I'm embarrassed, I'm ashamed. Sorry I had to stop the video and compose myself again. I feel weak. Yeah, and it's just really hard to describe it to somebody that hasn't been through it. Anyway, like I was saying, get help. There are people that can help you. You don't have to battle this stuff on your own. In the link under the video, in the description under the video, I will put some links for some helplines, and when I get to Thailand and my channel gets going, I'll be going live from time to time, probably once a week. And you know, so if anybody wants to get on and have a bit of a chat, I'll be up for it. Yeah, I don't know much. Yeah, okay, sorry, I was getting back to it. I feel embarrassed, ashamed, weak, and yeah, it's really hard to put into words just how do you go through your life, and you know, you're solid, you know, you live a life, you deal with everything, you know, not much, with me in my case, not much rattled me. I was fine, you know, I sort of, yeah, I've had businesses, and I've had, you know, high pressure jobs, and you know, I've been in different situations, and you know, I've always got through. I've always dealt with things. I've always been a problem solver, if anything, you know. And then to all of a sudden, you feel like, you know, you do a couple of things in the day, and it's all too hard. Whereas normally, you know, you have a day that's just full of, you know, you're at 100 mile an hour, 100 emails a day, and making decisions, making calls, and what have you. Whereas you go from that to being this situation where, you know, you've got to go up the shops to buy food, and you won't go out the house because, you know, anxiety's kicking in. Like in my case, I've got 2 cats, and you know, I was just ordering in food and just living on things like toast and stuff because I just didn't want to go outside the door until it was time where I had no cat food for my poor cats, and then I'd go and do a shop and just things like this, and it's really really impacts your life. And it's like, I've got, you know, my friends congregate together on a Monday night for dinner at a local club, and I'm supposed to go, you know, being part of the group. And sometimes I've got no intentions of going, and I don't want to go, and I don't go. Other times I make an attempt to go, and I can make, you know, I'll go and have a shower and go, and then I won't go. And it's just so hard to get out the door. Now I know sometimes that most of the time when I go, I'll be okay, but other times, you know, it's a struggle, and I'll go, and if I do make it there, I'll put on a brave face, and, you know, but at least I've had a crack, and I've done that for me, and that's what I intend to do with Thailand. Like, I'm not going to like I said, I'm not going to let it beat me. I'm going to have a crack, and hopefully, maybe inspire some people to sort of, you know, to have a go as well, because, you know, you're not alone. You know, like, I had to turn this video off because I got all emotional, and that's part of my life at the moment, and that's just the way it is. So if you think I'm weak, well, maybe I am, but that's life, and that's the reality of my life at the moment. So anyway, I'm going to leave it at that, and yeah, because it's going to be probably too long, this video, but I just needed to be totally honest about this whole situation, because it has been eating me up inside, and I don't want to sort of go out like a big fake, and, you know, people thinking, oh, he's doing this and he's doing that, but you know, now this is it. Now everybody knows, but when I publish this video, the real me. It's not just, oh, he's just decided up and leave and whatever. The bottom line is, he's struggling. He doesn't think he can be happy living in Australia anymore. I don't feel, you know, I just think Thailand's a better option for me, you know, to start a new life, to have a go at something different, and yeah, that's all. So I'll leave it for now. Sorry it's a bit long-winded. I'll see if I can edit some of the rubbish out. Yeah, take care everybody, and hopefully my next video will be a lot more positive. Remember, I'll put some links down below for anybody that is struggling with depression. You know, there'll be links you can click on it. It'll bring up a web page, and you give information about where you can get help. Alright, thanks. See ya.